Love bears all things. That means it's like loading something on you. It's not talking about a bear like a growling bear. It's talking about bearing things, putting things on your shoulders. It bears all things. It's like I just think of someone carrying a load. And, can we carry someone else's load? Can we bear all things? Can we bear things for other people? Again, there are lines that we have to follow what God is saying and what God is doing on His path. Not our own path of love, on God's path of love. But love bears things. It can bear pain. Why? Because God's grace is sufficient, and He gives us grace to bear things that we cannot bear on our own. But love bears all things. I want you to hear the verbiage here. Love suffers long, rejoices in truth, bears all things, believes all things. Now, when I first see this, I just think of a sucker. Right? Believes all things. Someone who believes all things is a sucker, right? Falls for everything. But you look in the Bible and it says, hey, the pure in heart shall see God. The pure in heart, purity. It talks about purity, and it talks about having the ability to see, and I believe that's what it's talking about here as well. Believes all things, believes the truth, looking for the good in people, believing the good inside of you. Even when you don't see the good inside of you, that other people that are showing that way of love can see the good inside of you. That is part of the way right here. Believes all things. Next one, hopes all things. Even when things look dark, there's a hope that emanates from Christ's love inside of us. Endures all things. Man just is able to endure, not only bear pain, but endure through a long time. Kind of like suffering long, but enduring and taking it from one place to another. Perseverance, enduring all things. Now, if you look at this, the terminology denotes a reference of time. Okay, all things, long time, endurance. All these have a denotation of an extended period of time, or I would put it in as a path or a way. Okay, so there's things that are momentary, but when we talk about what love does, it's more of a prolonged period of time than just a momentary thing. And I think all these words, suffering long, rejoicing in truth, bearing all things, believing all things, hopes in all things, endures all things, talks about that. Now, what love does not do. Now, these are important because this is what I believe knocks us out of the way, that gets us off the path. It's like getting on the highway and there's exit signs or a ditch, and these are the things that we swerve out of the way and we get into the ditch and we get into a car accident or an accident in our life because of it.